And we're live
Oh,
with exactly all of the enthusiasm I have come to expect from you. I will be replaced eventually, probably not. Who could find better people than we have here, excitement or no? Welcome in once again, everyone, to Hit Points Not Required charity stream. We are going to do the second half of a not one shot, but a short adventure. This is a 2-episode adventure here this evening with a wonderful cast. And without further ado, we're going to go around the horn and introduce them. Starting off with our incomparable tale weaver, the storyteller of storytellers, one Jacob.
hello. I'm Jacob. I'm doing some tech stuff, trying to find a character sheet for a player. Hey,
Hit points are not required to find a character sheet, everyone, just in case you were all wondering. There's plenty of time because we're going to take our time and do some slow introductions so that the technical stuff can get done on the back end. As we move around the board, it is tea time here, so let me tee up the newest member of our cast. Just like in golf, it's Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor, aka Spucky Taylor, she, her pronouns. I'm a Black Variety content creator for over 10 years, doing the thing. I'm excited to be here. I'll be playing Sasha, your good old chaotic elven potion lady.
Wonderful, wonderful. Moving around, we have the front end of our bookends, if you will, the person whose name starts with a Z. It's Zoe Monroe.
Hi, it's me. I'm Zoe. I've thrown the DM for a loop because I don't understand D&D and Beyond.
Well, who does understand Beyond, right? It's all about D&D. I am the second half of those bookends. My name ends in a Z. I am Chuckles, sort of just the person hanging out in this corner square who's not quite as funny as their name implies. But when I do like to get out, when I put on the cosplay, there's one person I love to be behind the lens photographing that. And we're so happy he stepped around to the front today to be part of our cast. It's Crescender Mandragora.
That's me. Hi everyone, I'm Chris. I play D&D with my friends online.
Oh, guess that's us. That's us. We're friends. Yay!
All of them.
Yes. Now, last week kind of made a mess of things trying to make a clean transition here. So we're not going to worry about any of that. I am, in fact, the moron. And so just help me out a little bit here, El.
Hi, I'm Elle. I use she, her pronouns. I am a friend and someone who went pro at being a clown. I'm a rent-for actor on the weekends, and then I work in HR, and then I play D&D on the weeknights with my friends.
Yay! And that is all of us, and we are here to finish out this amazing story that we started last week. If you did not catch it, we'll wait. Just go ahead and watch it now. All right, tricks on that. We're not really going to wait. We're just going to do this. They'll catch up eventually. It will be fine. But when we tell stories here, especially on these one-shots, it's not just to entertain you, to entertain us, to have a good time. We do all of those things, but we also do it for a really good cause. And Jacob is going to explain and tell you all about this week's cause.
Yeah, this week's cause is a cause we've been supporting, I think, all month, I believe. Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Which is providing resources to children in the Middle East for over 30 years. In addition to this extensive ongoing work, they are the primary humanitarian organization in Palestine and are currently working to provide food, medicine, and clean water to the people in Gaza throughout the ongoing crisis. So please do what you can to help us help them. And if you're in a position to do so, please donate. Okay. I believe that is all we have time for. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you all in the next Hit Points Not Required. No. In our last session, our motley rowdy crew, our rowdy gang, I'm going to steal some of this from Meadows straight up post. that they did on the live stream chat there. You came to Kyuna, a beautiful 3-ringed city where water cascades through the center from pool to pool to pool down to the beautiful forest down below. You arrived by a boat as you kind of tipped over into the city there. You disembarked and decided to investigate, taste, and sample the tea festival here. As you went and sampled the various celestial teas that kind of buffed you a little bit. You were informed about a little bit of gossip that's been happening here, a little bit of drama that's been happening. Lady White, the foremost apothecary here, responsible for some of the more healing teas, has gone missing. And her apprentice, Little Green, a sweet little Harangon, seems to be picking up the mantle and not really running with it. Everyone seems to say her teas are horrible. You ended up figuring that out for yourself as you went to Little Green's kind of tea room there. As you did, you ended up learning that the double-headed turtle, Brother Terran, spoke to her in her home, perhaps, spoke to Lady White in her home, and there were whispers of some sort of monster fleeing into the forest. You went down into the middle ring where the city is, just over the top of the bottom kind of forest area with the beautiful wooden huts. And you made your way into the Whispering Cup, a rogue's kind of den where you had a bit of tea, where you saw that Brother Terran went into the back room where he was followed by Lysander, and Margie, and later on Sepha, who ended up procuring a very interesting item from the back kitchen there as a result of you guys guessing what's on the menu. After that, you guys went upstairs to take a bit of a rest before you either speak to Brother Terran or go visit Zhejiang. And as you were upstairs, Margie started to go into a trance and started to scribble on her paper there. And as she was scribbling on her paper there, she described a vision of something leaving the stream, taking humanoid form, speaking to Zhejiang and falling in love, and eventually being perpetually chased into the forest. And that is where we left off. As you guys sit there in the room together, Lysander, under the sheets, now has a literal pile of gems and gold as he pulled a card from his deck there. You would also notice, Lysander, that these pair of beautiful kind of moccasins appear on the bed there, and they seem to have this weird like netting structure over the top of them. They're a cross between Crocs. If you took Crocs, the holes in Crocs, and turned them into like hex-like holes, you've got these weird comfy moccasins that are now there on the bed. And you may hear a gasp from someone, you may hear someone shaking Margie, but as you all kind of come out, I would love to know, Lysander, if you could describe and introduce yourself for those that didn't catch our previous stream. How do we find you?
Yeah, for sure. So I am hunkered up underneath a blanket, and as I pop out, my frizzy cotton ball head of curls, golden in color, kind of come shaking out. Hey, look what I got, guys. And I just kind of put on these new shoes, which kind of don't really go with my vibrant like red and gold and pink ensemble that I'm wearing. But yeah, just
excellent.
Golden retriever energy boy.
You look across, perhaps expecting Margie to react, someone who would probably praise those shoes, maybe even get some use out of them. And she is stuck, frozen, hand poised over the paper. Looking down at the paper is Sepha. Would you like to describe and introduce yourself as the spotlight illuminates your character?
Zepha is a tall for a halfling at 3 foot, very friendly and outgoing as far as their like outer personality goes. But in this moment, they're incredibly concerned, looking at the hand frozen over the page, looking back up to Margie, looking to the hand, and then starts kind of, Margie, and looks to the others to get some confirmation that this is normal for a fae, maybe.
Excellent. You glance across. As you glance across, you look at someone who may have some sort of Fey understanding, someone who's certainly not human. Diana, would you like to describe and introduce yourself as you take the spotlight?
I shall. Diana is a tall, strong, high elf. She's got silver gold hair and mismatched eyes. She has pointy ears, of course. Is wearing like a really beat up circlet that, like, at one point looked expensive, but like she's definitely smacked it into some things. She's wearing too much eyeliner that looks like it's been on for a couple of days. And she has a scar through one of her eyes. She kind of looks a little bit scary, like she watches hockey for the fights, but is overall a chill, cool, nice person. Her armor is pink, so kind of like Barbie dream cleric moment, but also will throw down. She's not the smartest in the world, so she's kind of staring at Margie. She's like, Grandma, are you good? I mean, this is like a Fae thing, but like, is it? Is
You
it?
glance for reassurance, perhaps at the other one of the other individuals who has a little bit of medicinal knowledge. Q, would you like to describe and introduce yourself, please?
Oh, well, hello there. I'm glad we could just pause for a second here so you could see I am obviously human with long, dark, maybe slightly greasy hair. I do have on a long coat. That ain't no, never mind. The hat is very important. I have a top hat on, and there's like a skeletal hand on that there top hat. And yeah, this mask. I got a domino mask. If you could look it up if y'all not familiar with it. But it covers up my eyes, and it has some bedazzled jewelry on there. Maybe like another little skeletal hand out of jewelry. But it's really a sign of my loyalty to Miss Devotion. I'm just a simple boy from the bayou. But Margie over here, she in trouble, and Misdirection gonna help her right out. And I'm gonna lean over there and cast lesser restoration on her, which I'm sure will clean up this poison right away. But I think them brothers, Brother Terrell, whatever they were, Diana, I think they cast a thing on her because they were looking at her before they left that room there. We're gonna clean her up, but she's gonna have to relax for a little bit, and I'm gonna then cast a feign death on her. And so they think they got what she wanted. They think what they got what they wanted, and she be dead now. Lysander, you lie so pretty. Maybe you go and downstairs and tell that lady down there that she dead, but she got to stay here, fake customs and all, for like 3 days. She just got to watch her body for like 3 days. And in the meantime, Seppa, we can find out. We can figure out. They can't bluff you, right? They can't bluff you. We can find out what happened.
No one's bluff gets by me.
When you find out, and if it was something that they did that was messed up, if they intended to hurt her, can I kill him?
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Killing on the table.
Cool.
Right. Lysander hops off the bed and just like heads right out the door. He's gonna go talk to his friend downstairs.
Excellent. You open the door. You head downstairs. As you head downstairs, looking for Lissa, you would find yourself back downstairs in the Whispering Cup there, the rather dark and dank Whispering Cup, and at your table, which you'd only vacated moments ago, or at least 10 or so minutes ago, you would find what seems to be an elven individual being served by the proprietor there. Sasha, would you like to describe and introduce yourself as you take the spotlight, being served a tea by this mysterious, slightly hooded figure? Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, so yeah, Sasha is a elven woman, about like 5'6" tall. Her skin is almost like she's been kissed by the sun, with the oranges and brownish kind of tint. Her hair is in Sailor Moon kind of type buns that it starts as black, heading down as purple. Her eyes are purple, makeup sharp. She has piercings on the top of her nose, in her nose, and on lips. Tattoos all over her body. As she's leaning over the counter, is like, yes, thank you for the tea. Now, back to what I was trying to discuss. So I have these 2 potion bottles that I think would be really well that would potion bottle here, like I believe
Yeah.
can maybe heal, and then this one right here could like it could change your hair color. I think that'd be kind of funky. That'd be kind of cool, right? So
Well,
like,
I wear a hood most of the time, so hair color is not an issue. But healing, certainly, with the loss of Lady White, none of our teas have proper healing capabilities. I would happily take it off your hands. What is your price?
oh yeah, yeah, I can. How much you thinking?
Well, I mean, I would happily drop a good, say, 50 gold piece on something such as this.
50 gold pieces. It's like this. It's a little bit more like a 75 here. Like I went far and wide into the forest to get this ingredients. But I do a great deal. I do a good deal. 60.
60. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check as Lysander comes trotting down the stairs.
Yep. I'm gonna slide right up along to the bar and just slam my hands at the table. Need you a minute.
That is a 21.
She turns to you, Lysander, and says, I will be with you in just a moment. 60 gold piece is more than fair, and kind of hands you a little satchel of gold. Takes the healing potion. You, Lysander, see straight up a healing potion, a healing concoction being taken. Lycia looks at you and says, what seems to be the problem?
You see, my grandma, she got sick. Sorry.
Oh no.
But she will be fine. But
Okay.
we're just gonna rent the room for a couple more days. Let her rest and all that stuff. And as I'm doing this, I'm gonna be like tapping my knuckles against the bar, canting,
Yeah.
do not go in that room. Do not let anyone in that room. And for your troubles, meet me upstairs. 2 minutes. And when I finish up the just razzle dazzle Shazam and all that, I go back upstairs.
Excellent. Lysander trots on back upstairs. The proprietor looks at you, Sasha, and says, I have some business to attend to. Please help yourself. And there's a couple of like blackened pots of tea that seem to be sitting on like sigil there that are perpetually glowing. But she does take your potion and start to head upstairs following this curious individual.
As you follow the eye line of her going, I'm gonna poke back down and just say, "Love your hair." I'll back up.
Sasha's curious. I wonder if she can like sneak behind into like metal of what's going on.
Yeah, give me a stealth check as you, Lysander, make your way back up.
Heard.
That is, wow, amazing. A 4.
Excellent. So Lissa heads on up after Lysander, giving you a bit of space, Lysander. You said 2 minutes. And as Lissa is heading up, you step on the first step, Sasha, and it goes, she just kind of stops and turns around, looks at you and says, hey, are you looking for a room? I can show you some of them in a little bit.
No, I came to watch what you're doing because that seems very interesting right now in the moment.
You just see Lysander's head peek out from behind the corner of where the stairs turn.
Hey. And then
This
she
is
just
your
moves
friend.
upstairs, and then her bottle's just clinking, cling, cling, cling. It's like, I think I could be of assistance. Whatever you guys are doing.
Just might be. What do you do?
I make potions.
I love potions.
Yes. I don't know what's in my bottles, but I can try my best.
Fair. Well, maybe I'll introduce you to my friends. We'll have a chat and all that. As I'm saying this, I'm kind of like moving myself behind and like ushering up the stairs. And with my other hand, I'm just gonna drop a diamond from this bag of new riches I got into Liza's hands.
Oh, yeah.
And
She
just
kind
go
of
skipping on up.
She kind of holds it, she pockets it very quickly. She's now got a potion of healing and a diamond,
Yeah.
and she is going to give you your space. But you watch as you get to your room. She kind of stands in the hallway, almost like some sort of unofficial guard, and she is out in the hallway whenever you wish to speak to her or call her in.
Indeed.
But the door,
as
go for it.
if I see that she's just standing there, I'm going to put a hand behind my back and just sign out in cant. You look suspicious.
She's going to reach into one of the empty rooms, pull out a "Do Not Disturb" sign, and just hook it on your doorknob. And she's going to go, "I don't know why I didn't just take the one from your room. Okay." And she heads back downstairs.
So, Sasha, was it?
Yeah. That's me.
Fabulous to meet you. Lysander. I'm here to drink tea. Never had tea before. Had some tea recently, should say. Not before today. It's a tea festival, you see. Grandma, though, she's sick. She's sleeping. Don't disturb her. And I go inside the room.
Excellent.
Okay. I was like, yeah, I'll try my best not to disturb. Walks in the room, cling, cling, cling. The bottles and stuff still like on her hips.
Yeah, like warriors come out and play kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This stranger steps into the room while Margie is there. As you step in, you see Q, Diana, Sepha there. As the rest of you see Sasha in her elven.
We are
form
probably
there.
mid-conversation, I suppose. Yeah, do we gonna decapitate that guy? We gonna kill that? Both the heads gotta come off, cause poison somebody.
Hey,
Killing
y'all.
somebody ain't no good.
I'm
New
punching a hole in
friend.
his face.
Oh, hello
Yep.
there.
You just see Lysander
Yeah.
walk over to the bed and just like start scooping gold and diamonds and stuff into his backpack. This is Sasha. Met her downstairs. Good with poisons. Potions.
Hi.
Poisons or potions?
Hi. Have you ever seen anything like this before? And I point to Margie.
I was
She's got-
told Grandma was sleeping. So is that not the case?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Dead. Look yourself.
Unwanted sleep, shall we say?
The forever sleep?
Dead?
Not dead, just
That
frozen.
brother's brother Taro poisoned her.
Oh. Okay. Like so Sasha's gonna like examine Grandma.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Yeah. That is a 15.
15. This frail kind of fey creature that is now asleep / unconscious on the bed there. They seem to have, with a 15, you would know that they've definitely had a spell cast on them that is making them more unresponsive than they would normally be. But there is a hint of a scent that you smelt back downstairs in that one of the teas may have affected her. The Dreamleaf Alexa, something that gives you kind of lucid dreams and lets you speak to an entity for a moment. There seems to be a mix of like a tea-induced coma or dream state, and also someone's cast a spell to just kind of make sure she's pictured and safe.
Okay. Yeah, so Sasha is just like gonna bend down, tap the face a little, and then like pull up like a potion bottle, try to like put it on the nose, the smell thing, put it in there, act like she's a doctor, knowing like what she's doing, and be like, yep, seen this maybe once or twice in my lifetime. Your friend here got hit with that dream potion. Lucid dreams happening here. Yeah. They're gonna be slumber for a little hot minute.
So somebody drugged her tea?
Yes.
I told you that brother Taro don't want to no investigation, no mind. She's a premier investigator, and there was something that went down here.
Can I kill him?
Oh.
I think we should try to kill him, but also
Cool.
we should try and solve this mystery because it's what Margie would want.
That's so true. She would not want us to just immediately start wailing on people.
She
We
would
sh-
approve of that after the solved mystery, I think.
Right.
we should
True.
kill them after we go talk to them, probably.
Do we know
Excellent.
why we want to kill them?
Revenge.
I don't
But-
know.
Yeah, we get bad vibes. We've gotten some bad vibes.
Only from the one head. The other
Yeah.
head's pretty reasonable.
That's
We
true.
saw them from across the bar. We absolutely hate their vibes. We're gonna kill them with hammers.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
pardon, new person. I'm Curade. You can call me Q. And we have over here Cepha, the card game specialist. We have Diana, the end game specialist, and Lysander, the well, lots of specialists.
I just want tea, man.
Nice to meet you all. And also, there's some tea downstairs. I didn't finish my cup if you want that one. Or one of these bottles may have tea, but it's like a mystery if you want to take that risk.
Do you have poppers?
Maybe.
Diana thinks Sasha is so cool. She's like blushing a little bit.
There's one other question we got to address though. We were here. We heard that the Lady White is missing and maybe got fed to a monster in the woods or something. But we also know that there was an argument with the Zhejiang Clooney fella, and we don't know that brother Terrell acted on their own, or maybe they were complicit. So maybe we should go talk to Zhejiang, find out if they were involved in this first murder too, because then maybe they complicit in the second murder attempt.
And Brother Terran also said he would meet us at the Brew of Wonders next door, I think. Should we do that first and then go talk to Zhejiang, or should we Zhejiang and then Brother Terran?
I know Brother Tara was talking to was talking to somebody. I don't remember who, but there was one of the pics somebody named like Little Green's Brain about like training with Lady White. I do know that. And then I heard some crying in the forest too.
Sorry, crying in the forest?
Yeah, hissing and crying, you know, like ah, and then like
Hissing,
That
crying,
seems
throwing up.
suspicious.
That
yeah.
doesn't sound like there's any tea there, so not for me, please.
I don't know if they're like related and stuff, but it sounded very concerning. But yeah, I'm just here to sell potions. I'll help you with your mystery, dude. That sounds fun too.
Well,
It's
there we go.
possible if we solve the mystery and we figure out what's going on with Lady White, I feel like she would really be into those potions of yours.
Yes. I like the way you think.
Lady White wasn't murdered already.
Right.
But there was
or
hissing and crying, so I don't know.
turned into a monster that can't be turned human again. Humanoid.
That too. If only someone around here that knew how to investigate.
I mean, I'm very persuasive, and I look at Margie. Our guiding star is gone. All right. Group vote. Do we want to go talk to Brother Terran or Zhejiang first?
I think the Zhejiang, because we know Brother Terrell already complicit. They definitely did this. They were looking at her funny when they left, and now she dead. I think we go talk to Zhejiang, find out if they were complicit in the first murder.
All right. Zhejiang, anyone? Any nays?
I think you're on it. I think if we start to bother Terran now, and we could make this worse.
I think that's a super good idea. Tummy, little bit rumbly. I'm gonna stay here with Grandma for a little while. I'll meet y'all in a little bit. Gotta not tummy rumbly.
I've got this snack, and I pull out the shriveled dick.
There we go.
It had to come
Right.
out eventually.
Always does.
That looks like me, and I don't eat that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And I very quickly stuff it back into the bag.
Totally fine.
So you want to get a meal or something?
No, gonna take a nap.
Okay. Do you want us to wait for you to take a nap and then we can all go talk to Zhishang, or you want to do your nap on your own thing?
Shouldn't take but a little bit. We'll meet you at Xizang.
Okay, sounds good.
Assuming I can find them, I might also get lost and just drink tea. But that's fine.
I don't love that vibe. You can leave us all to go do this while you chill and drink tea?
I did come here for tea. It is a
I
festival.
mean, fair, but like, what about the spirit of collaboration?
Is that a ship or something? The spirit
Whoa.
of collaboration.
No, just like
If it helps,
the vibe of doing stuff together, dog.
I did bring a new friend who could totally take my spot. And I just look at Sasha.
I think I'm new friend.
I'm confused, but you know what? If you need nap, you take a nap. We're gonna be over at that Zhizhang's place.
Yeah, you know, the standard suspicious as hell, but as a likewise suspicious person, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. And I might grill you later on this.
I was gonna-
Enjoy your nap.
Just gonna throw a nice unsubtle wink at Zepha. You got it.
They like wrinkle their nose and they're like, okay, let's go, gang.
Okay. You all head
Diana doesn't love
downstairs.
this, but she's not smart enough to like wrap her brain around why she doesn't. She's just like,
As we get multiple scrunch noses, you guys make your way down back into the Whispering Cup. As you step through the Whispering Cup back out into the streets of Kyuna. As you step out, the tea festival is still in relative full swing at the moment. The beautiful kind of scents from most of the brews dancing over your nostrils. As you step on out, there's no sign of Little Green, who popped her head in here, or Brother Terran. And you make your way back out through the enormous kind of stone city and back around and out to the edges of town, where the stone kind of cut in ladders drop down to the very base layer, where a beautiful stream of water falls, drops over the edge, hits the bottom pool, and then turns into a river that snakes its way into the forest. And surrounding that river are these beautiful wooden huts. As you make your way down, the sound and the smell of the festival is a lot quieter down here. And as you come on down, there seems to be more of a small town vibe here. Indeed, there are some tourists such as yourselves that are making their way through, but it's almost like they're making their way through a more of a holy site than anything else. There's a lot of respect here as people move on through the wooden town. As you make your way through, can I get a perception check from everybody, please?
Everybody.
Everybody.
please.
That's
It's a
a
10.
19.
10, 19,
11.
11.
11.
11. Okay. Beautiful. With a 19, you would glance back up towards the city and not quite catch anything in particular that catches your eye. But as you look back out along the town here, you would notice in the forest, in the distance, just a light kind of glow. And you would see that of all these houses here, they all seem to be open to visitors in an odd way, save for one that seems to have one door shut. The rest seem to have this come and go, almost like you're walking through a model village. People are heading in, getting a nice little tea and sitting by the river. But there's one building that seems to be completely shut up.
But that not in the direction of Zhizhang, right? That in the other direction.
You don't know. I don't think you got the directions to Zhizhang down in this village. Yeah.
Interesting. So who knows which way we go? Who brought the map? Who knows how to get to Zhizhang? Anybody? Do we need to stop somebody, ask for direction?
Maybe we ask for directions. I'm really feeling the loss of Marchie right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
wish you would have known where to go.
Margie was so. She knew exactly what she wanted and where she wanted to go.
Margie would the best of us, but we need to avenge her. And so maybe is there anybody on the street? I just stopped looking around to see if there are passers-by or anybody hanging out.
Yeah, there's plenty of tourist-like individuals around here. You would notice what looks to be I would say, like a cross between a Githyanki and a hobgoblin, just like a yellowy red, spiked eared individual. You can see that they have long black hair, and they're wearing some sort of sundress, and they're kind of stepping out. They have a big old bucket that they're heading out to the river, and they just kind of head out of one of the little houses and scoop up a bunch of water, kind of sit it on their shoulder, and start to make their way back to one of the little huts there. That looks to be the only local that you can see.
Excuse me, so sorry to bother you. I can see you're very busy getting water. Could I?
It's a heavy bucket,
It's
yes.
such a heavy bucket. I'll get right to the point. Do
Such
you
a
know
heavy bucket.
where Zhang might live?
Zhang, the apothecary, yeah. Zhang down, gestures to the boarded up, not the boarded up, but the closed up house. Zhang is there. Zhang usually, that house ever since the last festival, usually best place to get healing teas, closed this time. So best to leave him alone.
Have you seen him around lately? Like he's still here. He just wants to not be disturbed.
Yeah, he comes and goes. Yeah, we see him about. He not been looking too well, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, how unfortunate. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I won't keep you from your bucket.
Okay, thank you. And kind of walks back into the household, puts the bucket down.
Okay, gang. So we're gonna go bother the person who doesn't want to be bothered.
Oh, that house, I know that right there.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
I
they
think
mean
so.
about looking sick?
I fear that he is heartbroken, and that is one of the worst sicknesses of all. Making assumptions here, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Healing
Diana?
a broken heart.
Diana, do you know cure? Is that something your goddess can
Oh.
do? Fix broken heart?
I mean, no, my god usually has me break things.
That makes sense.
But if it's like if somebody's physically broken, I can also unbreak them.
I think I have a cure to a broken heart.
Oh my god, I could have used that years ago. Let's do it! And I head off.
As you guys trot off towards this house, we cut back to the Whispering Cup with Lysander in the room with Margie.
Yeah, near about as soon as y'all leave, I kind of just crack the window, and with my sweet new boots, I'm just gonna walk out onto the wall and walk along the side of the building up to the roof and away.
Yeah, not a sweat.
Yep, heading straight for new friend Taryn. Got
Yeah.
a meeting, he says.
Oh, you cheeky.
Son of a bitch, I know. Here I am.
Excellent. Excellent. You head on out. As you head on out, you are heading towards not the Verdant Sip. Where are we? Where are we going? The Wanderer. Oh God, there we are. Brew of Wonders. There we go. Excellent. So you head out as you walk along the roof and then down the other side of the building. You make your way through the streets here, and it's not too difficult for you to find Brew of Wonders. You follow the stream of people that are looking at their own hands like they've never seen them before. The people that are just like staring up at the sky, people that are just on their hands and knees looking into their reflection in the river as it passes by. And you see what looks to be almost like a giant dragon turtle shell that has been kind of hollowed out. You would see that it has half of it cut off, and it has almost like a sound shell kind of vibe to it. And the front has a huge cloth that's just kind of drawn across the front there. The Brew of Wonders. And you can see people walking in through one side of the cloth, like entering in a haunted house. And as they head out the other side, they are tripping pretty bad.
For sure. Head straight on in. Literally both curtains, just push them open.
Excellent. Like twin saloon doors. As you step on in, you are brought into an oddly segmented building. You can see there are booths, like little office cubicles almost, where people have what look to be yuan tea that are stepping up and serving them tea, and they are sitting in that booth themselves, processing it. As you step on in at the back, standing at a raised like podium, you would see Brother Terran, arms folded, kind of looking out over everyone else. Some people walk past and shake his hand. He shakes their hand back. One of the yuan tea comes over and whispers something in his ear. He nods, kind of heads off to the side, takes a sip of some of the brew there, shakes his head, and reaches into the satchel and kind of sprinkles a little bit more of what looks to be some sort of dried like thyme or parsley into it, and kind of stirs it, and then takes a sip and nods, and that tea is taken straight to the next person. He seems to be tasting everything.
Fabulous. I'm going to do my very best to crowd blend and stealth my way up and around towards his direction.
Yeah, give me a stealth check real quick.
Hmm.
He seems focused elsewhere, but
That is a 21 instead of a
21. Beautiful. He does not seem to notice you as far as you can tell. However, as you get closer, you notice that the head without the glasses just kind of tilts away a little bit, like it's heard or seen something. It's not quite looking in your direction, but it does seem to be distracted.
Heard. I'm just
The head
gonna
with the glasses,
I'm just gonna
turns
take a
and says,
coin and just flick it at his head.
As you flick the coin at his head there, okay. As you flick the coin at his head there, it smacks the temple of the second head right as the second head lunges. Like it almost detects it right at the last second, lunges and kind of snaps out at it. He shifts to the left a little bit, and you hear the head with glasses go, it's all right, calm down there. Kind of looks out over the crowd of people there. He would look in your direction, Lysander. Do you kind of wave or give yourself away? You're still staying hidden.
Yeah, just big, hey, bud. Meeting time.
If it isn't our lad from the Whispering Cup there, please join me. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I'm sure. He speaks to himself.
Yep.
Leads you into a back room. And as he leads you into the back room, there's a huge kind of armchair with two little kind of smaller comfort chairs off to the side there. And what looks to be a large tea version of a hookah, where he kind of sits down, takes one of the long kind of straws and starts to sip from a huge bubbling cauldron of tea. Please, help yourself.
I am okay. I've seen what this does to your people, and I don't want that.
You're very astute. Trust me, you build up a tolerance after a little while.
Sure, but in our line of work, a clear head matters more.
What line of work are you in? The other head says.
Tea connoisseur, you see. I can't judge all teas fairly if I don't try them all with a clear conscience, you see. This one will be last. And if you want me, I'll throw a hard deception in on that.
Yeah, give me a hard deception. The head with the glasses does not seem phased, but the other one with the kind of the scar over its lip is very intent on kind of sussing you out.
Has a 27.
Beautiful.
On deception.
The head with the scar says, yeah, you'd be right to save the best for last, and just kind of settles back into the neck there.
That's what I've heard.
Well, I also heard that you were talking about longevity and health, and I wanted to pursue that a wee bit more. Is that something you're interested in?
Oh, of course. I've heard great tales of this town's ability to make people feel better, medicinal purposes and all that.
Would you, if I told you, would you believe me if I told you that that's the result of a monstrous creature that I happen to unearth from here?
In the most exaggerated way I could possibly do, I'm just gonna like slam my hands onto one of the chairs and just be like, "No way!"
I'm regularly getting Ace, what's his face? Objection.
Ventura.
No, not Ace Ventura. What's his name? I can't remember his name. The courtroom.
Phoenix, right?
Phoenix Wright. Thank you. There you
Yeah.
go. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I think Ace. Ace Detective, I think, is what he's known as. Anyway,
Tagline.
as you, I've looked at the cover too many times. As you slam your hands down, he goes, "Oh no, yeah, too right. I tried asking for her secret. Tried negotiating with her a peaceful existence here. If the people found out what she was, she'd be slaughtered. She declined, so I think I upset her in front of her spouse, and she fled. So
Well-
sad days, but I'm hoping to learn a wee bit from Lil Green, who's kind of her apprentice."
Fair. Well, I've always said, if you ask, if you negotiate, and both fail, just better to take.
Ask for forgiveness, no permission.
Always. Makes more sense that way.
He grins and he says, "I've got a proposal for you. You seem capable."
I've got capabilities for you. You seem like you have a proposal.
"I do. A pretty decent one." I'm going to cut away from there to you guys at the hut there. As we cut away to you guys at the hut there, closed door in front of you. What are you guys doing?
Diana, this seem to be your special, or maybe Sasha. Do you know? Well, you seem like you've been around here. Do you know how to ring the door or get in the door?
Yeah. Sasha's knock on the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that!
What? Yeah.
You hear a voice from within kind of cough a little bit. And you hear, "No, go away. No, thank you."
I was sitting here because someone was sick. I'm a herbalist.
Yeah, give me a second. You kind of hear footsteps and the door opens. And you see this almost wood elven individual. You can see he's got salt and pepper hair. He's a really good looking 60-year-old dude, but he looks sickly. He looks unwell. Sallow cheeks, a little bit of yellowing around the eyes, and he kind of coughs into the crook of his arm. And he says, "Listen, I've not got something that can be cured, okay? What I've got wrong is in here. So if you'd be so kind to leave me be.
If it's a
I'm not making tea, okay?"
Yeah, no. We just want to talk with you, and also I have the cure to a broken heart.
Isn't that convenient?
Yes.
I would be curious to know what this cure is.
Yeah. So she pops up a bottle.
If you say a rebound, I'm shutting the door right now.
This is a 2-part cure. Sasha
Yeah.
has the first part, and we have the second.
They're like,
He says, "I haven't been to one of those parties in a long time, but I can keep my eyes wide shut if that's what you need."
What kind of parties are you talking about? We're talking about solving a mystery.
Please, okay, yeah. Come on in, gang.
yeah.
Opens the door and let you guys come in. What was once a beautiful, modest little home has now gone into a little bit of disrepair. Some cobwebs in the corners of the ceiling there. You can tell that most of the living has been done in the living room on the couch there. There's blankets and a pillow. You see what look to be a number of little teacups that have been kind of filled and drunk. And he goes, "Sorry, I didn't know I was going to have company this year." He kind of lifts up a bunch of the teacups. He says, "I'd offer to make you something, but not worth drinking. I'll get you some water."
No bother. Sometimes you need community to help out when you can't take care of yourself. And I start taking the cups from him and like tidying up a little bit for
Be
him.
careful with those. Thank you.
I'll be very gentle.
Diana bats some of the cobwebs down, but then her little like bracers and her little her little armor gloves now just have cobwebs on them. She's like, "Oh, that was dumb of me."
Oh,
He sits you guys down and says, "Well, what can I do for you if it isn't tea?"
there was a bit of a mystery going around town, and we heard that you had words with the brother Terrell. Was that true?
Brother Terran, yeah. Well, no, I
Terran,
didn't.
whatever his name be.
I didn't have words with him. He told me some things and showed me some things, and my life got turned upside down.
Is that where the broken heart came from? The woman was with another man?
No, not exactly. The woman. You're strangers. Let's just say my heart got broken, and as a result, I don't make tea anymore.
Sometimes we find things out about our partners that confuse us, and sometimes we learn about their past, and it can change how we feel about them for a little while. But something tells me that you still care, and that it hasn't changed the way you feel that much.
The past is the past. I'm not going to get hung up on someone's past. It's what's going on now that's important. But if you're lied to, then that really affects your relationship. And Brother Terran told me some things about my previous partner that I didn't quite believe. And then he came and we had a frank discussion about it. And let's just say the cat was out of the bag.
There was a cat? Was that little green cat?
No, that's Little Green. That was Lady White's apprentice.
Yeah, but she had
Lovely
the cat.
Ringon.
And we saw the cat. That was in a bag.
The cat is a metaphor. Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, yeah. The metaphor. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what a metaphor is, right?
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
This is the first time I know about a thing that you don't.
Probably not true. But
Do you trust Brother Terran? Because my father always says there's one person's truth, there's the other person's truth, and then somewhere in the middle is the actual truth.
He always says that.
Yeah, he really does, actually.
That's like wise, honestly.
And
Yeah, it's
really
like a
wise.
metaphor. You see here.
It's a great example.
Yeah, it's a great.
He nods and points at you.
As Sasha would grab 2 glasses and then say, like, I did say I brought a cure, and it starts pouring in there. It's like always a cure is Pinot Noir, a red wine, always cures the broken heart.
Really?
Pinot Noir is good for heartbreak.
Mhm.
Is it something that I'm going to be? Is it a prescription I'm going to have to use for the rest of my life, or is it like use it for a week and then it's all good?
Use it for a week and then a tub of ice cream, and then you should be set.
Wow. Roll a persuasion check for me, Sasha. Have advantage because Sepha's giving you a lot of backup there.
Oh, I don't even need to do the second one. That was a nat 20.
He takes the glass and he says, "If you could leave the bottle, that'd be great." And kind of
Don't you
sips
worry.
it.
Don't you worry. That's all you. Free of charge.
As he starts to drink away there, we cut back to Lysander. Lysander, both heads have kind of leaned into you at this point. I did something a little while ago that I thought would get a leg up for me. Unfortunately, I may have cut off my nose to spite my face.
I understand that.
There's a secret that this Lady White had that I figured I'd get from her hubby or her apprentice. I've been trying. Neither of them seem to know. The Lady White's locked in the Four Winds Pagoda in the forest. I wonder if you would have the wherewithal to maybe head in there with me, give me a bit of backup, try and help me interrogate her. 3 heads are better than 2, you know what they say.
Sure. Let's...
The secret to longevity and life are at stake here, and I'd happily share it with you, laddie. Unless you're going to try fuck us over, the other head says.
You see that right there? That you give me pause. I'm just gonna point at this guy with the scar. I like
Yeah.
you, right? Pointing at the
Well.
guy with the glasses. There seems to be a little bit of disconnect here. I can kind of understand why this all went wrong, right? 3 heads might not be better than 1. Send me in. We'll cut it 50-50. You give me the information, I'll bring you what I do best. Things that are stolen. Real good at that.
Go ahead and give me either a persuasion or deception check. I'm not going to look at which one you choose. I just want you to pick which one is more relevant, and I'm going to roll his insight check here.
Heard.
Okay.
That's a 25 for me, Captain.
25 for you. Okay. The scarred head kind of looks you up and down. The 2 heads look at each other. Look back at you. This head here. I really wish I had props. I have glasses. What am I doing? The head with glasses. I know. I fucked up. I done goofed. The head with glasses says, "You're on. You sure you've got it covered? Because she's quite the wily individual."
Right. I'm quite sure. There's never been anyone that could keep me from something that I want.
I can imagine. Well, head to the Four Winds Pagoda.
Can
When
do.
you head to the Four Winds Pagoda, he kind of reaches in his satchel there and pulls out what looks to be a talisman that has like a 4-leaf clover there. And he says, "Press this into the indent in one of the stones. That'll release her. Only do so when you're ready. She's going to be mighty pissed she's been locked away for a good year. I've tried my best to interrogate her, but to no avail."
See, it's much more simple getting what you want with a smile. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
And he nods, and I believe that brings us into ads. Is that right?
I do see ads.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm so confused. I'm like, are we in ads or not playing, or are we not in ads and playing?
Well, if anybody is watching the ad-free version, they could still see us, but I don't know if we want to wait until the ads are done. Or...
If you're watching the ad-free version, we love you.
We love you. We appreciate you. So when do you want me to pause for trailer?
Ooh.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you want to give me a heads up when to come back in? When to cut to the trailer? 4 minutes? Gotcha. Right. So, Lysander, he nods to you and he holds out a hand to shake.
Yeah, I'll reach in, do the same.
Warm handshake, warm claw shake as the second claw comes in. And you look up and the other head's looking at you going, "We'll be watching you."
I would be stunned if you could see me where I'm going. I give him a wink.
Eyes open, stares at you. And you step away.
Yep.
As you step away, we shimmy on back over to you guys down at Zhizhang's house. Zhizhang's loosening up a little bit with his drink there. And he says, "Well, it hasn't cured my broken heart, but well, you've shown a kindness, so I'm happy to chat about whatever you want to chat about." And as he says that, we are now going to cut to a trailer for a project that Hit Points Not Required is very proud that is coming out sometime soon. So please enjoy what's coming up, and we'll see you after this little message. purple worm-like creature just
and they come across a goblin that is charging them.
When she sees it start to lift up off the air.
Hello, we are back, but it's just me for a second. I have a prepared statement I need to read to you all. This is from Meadow, saying, "Hey, we have some exciting new projects in the works at Hit Points Not Required that we can't wait to share with you all." We just shared a little teaser a couple seconds ago. So to both thank and grow the HP in our community, we've put together two, not one, but two giveaways with some truly outstanding gifts. We have a giveaway for you and your D&D table full of prizes to properly stock and delight both the players and the DM. And now I'm going to pause from that script right here because I happen to have some of these prizes. I could show you that we happen to have coasters. We have slate coasters with our icons on them, our stuff on them that you can maybe see in these cameras here. We have one that says Goblin Noggin for all of you that remember the Goblin Noggin that was out there. And of course, what coaster set would be great without happy hour coasters? Happy hour. And I'm going to tease something that I'm not even supposed to tease right now because who cares? I'm here. They're not. So we also have a special set. Eventually, we're going to be giving away with Evangeline on it. So, just stay tuned for that. And let me get back to my script now because I should really be on my script. And to thank viewers and the community members who support our charity streams. That's where we are. We're talking about you out there. And in our happy hour chats, we love you. All should come and visit us for happy hour. Happy hour is really great. It's really a lot of good time. And we get to hear about Rook's Lawn every week. We get to hear about Rook's Lawn. But at any rate, we're going to be giving away some unique Hit Points required merch, like some t-shirts, because Hit Points are not required to you tell me. And we have other shirts, like the Goblin Noggin shirt. How cool is that? We got all sorts of stuff. Yeah. We also happen to have a journal for note-taking signed, and we have proof. We have photographic evidence. This was signed yesterday by the one, the only Brennan Lee Mulligan. That will be given away to maybe you out there. I know what you're asking me. How do I get this good stuff? Where can I go and buy it? Well, you can't. We don't want your money. Give your money to the charity. Thank you very much to everyone who's donated so far, but please give there. And for what we do want, we want you to hop into our Discord. We want you to follow our socials. You'll get updates there on how you can get entered. We're giving all of this stuff away for free. Just join, follow, hang out, chat with us, jump in the Discord. Tell us how much you love us. Tell us how much you'd really rather listen to Meadow than listen to me ramble. It's all good. It doesn't matter. Just talk to us and tell us what's on your mind. And with that, I have done the duty of reading the promo and turn you back over in just a couple of seconds as we switch to another screen to the wonderful Jacob to take us back in the story.
Yes, sirree. We're back in the story. We're back here, deep in the story after that beautiful merch announcement. I know some of the cast here were asking if they could get some of the merch as well. That's how excited everyone is. So looking forward to that picture of you guys with a Brennan Lee Mulligan impersonator. It's legit. I can guarantee you it's legit, guys. So as we come back to Zhizhang's house, you guys there with the man, the myth, the legend himself as he sips another glass of Pinot Noir. I hand it over to you guys here as Lysander does what Lysander does. We'll come back to him. What are you guys doing here with Zhizhang? Last time I kind of nods a little bit, kind of holds his wine in the air as you get a hug there. As he hugs you, he starts to weep a little bit. Let me roll to see. Excellent. 100. Oh, we have some technical difficulties. As Sepha gives Zhejiang a big old hug, Disney princess hug, not letting go. As you do, he holds it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds,
Whoa,
60 seconds, and then he starts to kind of loosen up a little bit and breathe out and go, "Oh, I didn't realize I needed that. Thank you. And I didn't realize I needed this either." Clink. And he says, "Well, I can try. What you're here for." Right. You want to speak about Lady White? I'm an open book. It could be the Pinot Noir talking. It could be your kindness. It could be the hug. I'm not sure, but what do you need to know?
When was the last time you saw the Lady White alive?
It would have been not long after the tea party we had with Brother Taryn.
Mm-hmm.
He came in, he sat, he served some tea, which normally is tea, but he seemed insistent as a parlay or an apology. And as I drank it, I felt a burn, but it was Lady White that seemed to react the worst. There was a burst of light. She seemed to grow and stretch and elongate. And this odd, pure white albino, snake-like creature burst from within. I screamed. She screamed. We all screamed.
That's where we get to the ice cream. That's after the Pinot Noir, right? I get it. Was that one of them metaphors?
That was a happy accident.
Oh.
Brother Taryn chased her out of the house, and that was the last I saw of her. He came back not long after and said I was lucky he was here. I would have been eventually had my soul completely claimed by her, and to steer clear of the forest, for she still haunts it, and I can still hear the cries and the hisses of that creature at night.
Oh, there was hissing and crying before, wasn't there? That was a Sasha thing, right?
Yeah, it happens on and off intermittently. You learn to live with it. Yeah, the hissing and crying is undoubtedly the spirit of my ex in the forest after being exorcised from her.
You're in the forest?
I went once and Brother Taryn grabbed me when I was about 10 minutes in and told me not to venture any further. So he's wiser than I.
Or he may be hiding something. There may be something he don't want you to see.
Did what? He definitely revealed what the creature was.
Or made illusion. What if it wasn't real? What if it was just misdirection?
If it were some sort of spell or effect to make me think that Lady White was a monster?
Perhaps not even the monster that you think, just the monster that Taryn has created.
And she's been in the forest for a year, crying out, and I haven't. Oh.
That's not your fault. That's not your fault.
Okay, I feel like we need a show of hands as to whether that's my fault or not, because I'm getting...
I don't think that's the important thing. I
Not
think
your
we
fault,
need to
dude.
talk about the future here. What do we do to check in on the lady? Yeah. Well, that too.
Sorry, I saw Lysander put his hand up, and I just had a mental image of him sneaking by the window, just being like, "Yeah," and then going on.
I am
Brother-
heading that way.
I assumed so. Brother Terran, Zhizhang looks at you all and says, how do I make this right? What do I do?
Well, let's go to the forest.
Without Brother Terran? Without?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely without him. You'll have us, though. We're here for you.
I mean,
Okay.
we got the 4 heads. They only got the 2.
Someone else may need to drive because I've had, Okay.
Yeah, we got a couple sober buddies here. It's all good.
Designated driver. Great. Okay. Let me grab some proper clothes and shoes and I'll be there. He kind of heads into a back room there, leaving you guys alone.
So it sounds like Terran. I'm trying to keep it down so Jake
Yeah,
Shane doesn't-
absolutely.
I just don't want to
Yeah.
upset him anymore. I'm sorry. I just want to
Yeah,
give him a hug. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Brother Terran's definitely the baddie here, right? This is not sounding good.
No, it's not.
The question is, I was just making stuff up with the illusion and not the thing. What if it really is a soul-eating snake that he was in love with?
I mean, she could be a soul-eating snake, but not eating his soul.
Does that make it better?
Depends on whose souls she's eating.
Yep, sure. Excellent point. Excellent point.
Okay.
Some people categorically suck.
So what I hear is a albino snake that eats souls as long as it's picky eater. Is that okay?
No, as long as it eats souls of people who are, shitty.
Oh, all right. Well, we should probably be a little careful with the inspection of the albino snake that eat the soul. That all I'm
Right.
saying.
You're right. You're so right about that.
We should keep all options open. Even if we're leaning towards a certain one, we should not forget all of them.
Okay, well,
And
my soul's pretty hard to eat. It's covered by all this armor, so.
And then remember at the end there's ice cream.
Yeah! Get to kill somebody and eat ice cream? Fucking banger day. Let's go.
Brother Terran. Man, why do I keep doing that? Zhizhang steps back in. He's got what looks to be like a tattered kind of tan coat, just like a tweed, a knitted vest, slacks, and just black shoes. He's got a little man bag with him there, and on his hip, where like a carpenter would normally have a hammer, he's got a whole teapot just hung on his hip there. And you can see he's got a bandolier across his chest, and they're just little teacups.
Stop!
He steps up and he says, "Okay, I think I'm ready."
You look great. You
Yeah.
look like you are ready to walk out of here, and you feel good. And I hope you feel as good as you look.
I will look good until I feel good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Excellent. You guys head out the before all that happens, before you guys step out the front door. Lysander, why don't you take us through what you're doing?
I'm standing at the front of this door listening into all their conversations.
Okay. Excellent. Do you move as you hear them heading towards the door?
Nah.
Excellent. So the door opens and Lysander's there.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Fancy
Great
meeting
nap.
you here.
You have a nice nap?
Yeah, tummy rumbly gone. Feels good.
A little weird that you showed up at exactly the right time.
I've actually been here a while, but it seemed really rude to interrupt.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad, even though my insight's good.
That does track. I mean, you it is rude to interrupt when you are much easier listening at the door, you know?
Yeah, that had been a 26 on my deception anyway. So,
Were you truly napping, my friend?
of course,
Yeah.
you know how I get real nappy.
Yeah,
All the time.
real nappy.
Do I see Zhizhang
I-
with them?
Yeah, yeah. He's standing there. He looks like a gunslinger, but with teacups and a teapot. And he says, "Hi, Zhizhang. It's a pleasure."
Hello, friend. Lysander. I'm their friend. Are you now our friend too?
I think so. Yeah. After a couple of Pinot Noirs and a hug, I'm everybody's friend.
Real. So
That'll
real.
do it.
So rude. And ice cream later.
Yeah.
Ice cream later.
Whoa, ice cream.
Mhm.
What sort of ice cream? I don't think we ever kind of locked in what sort of ice cream we're talking.
I personally like a good chocolate cherry
Hmm.
ice cream.
Okay. And how are we making this ice cream?
Yeah.
It involves a
Magic.
liquid flavored ice and salt. It's a laborious procedure, but it's very doable.
Is there some sort of machine that we could spend some money on and buy that would make this ice cream?
I know a guy. Don't
That is
worry.
That is in the works, but we are waiting on some sponsorship paperwork to come across the table before we can talk about that. ice cream
Okay.
maker on
Those machines are always broken. You go to get ice cream and it's always broken.
right.
I know a guy is why I brought Sasha up to meet us.
I know a guy. He owes me a couple favors. I gotta give him a couple bottles, and then we'll get ice cream. Don't you worry, everyone.
Fabulous.
Okay. You guys head out and head into the forest. As you head towards the forest, you leave the town behind, following the stream as it hits the tree line there. The trees are beautiful, kind of misshapen, almost like oaks or like Australian gum trees. A lot of sporadic, kind of odd branches branching out, huge plumes of leafage that hang low over where you guys are. And as you head on through towards where Diana may have seen that glow earlier, I would love to know what each of you are doing. If we're in a campaign, this would be what's your marching order. But what's more interesting than a marching order is what are you doing to aid or to help or to travel here? What's everyone up to as you walk into the forest for maybe 10, 15, 20 an hour?
I want to be close to Zhejiang because I'm just very concerned about him emotionally. And I'm also keeping an eye on Lysander because I can tell that he's omitting truths, and I just want him in my peripheries.
I am going to stand directly in Sepha's peripheries, and I'm going to be signing cant to them, letting them know exactly what went down with Taryn and how I have this cool new thing that I will flash and be like, hey, look what I found.
And I sign back in Thieves' Cant. Oh, fuck yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
I
Ultimately, it's just hey, Taryn just seems real greedy, and I took advantage of that.
And
He's
I love that
a
for us.
big old dumb turtle.
Is this sign language?
It's
Thieves'
sign
Cant.
language.
So if you're proficient in Thieves' Cant, then absolutely you can read this. But
I'm proficiency in sign language.
So for my
Very neat.
signing, it's a
Oh.
combination of knuckle cracks and just random finger fidgeting. It's not actually sign language.
I will say that you do at least recognize, Sasha, that some form of communication is happening between Sepher and Lysander, because I'm not about to let you with a proficiency in sign language, which is a badass thing to choose, to let this go unseen. But you don't quite understand it. For a second, you're like, "Oh, is that ASL? Is that BSL? No, that's just what is that?" And it seems like, criminal sign language.
She's like, I'm gonna add that to my list. I need to learn that next. But clocks it. I'm like, something's talking here.
Nice. What else? What's everyone else doing? As I take a photo of some dice I just rolled for proof.
Diana's going to cast Aid and give 5 additional hit points to Zhizhang to Q, and to Sepha.
Yeah.
Nice.
That mighty nice.
You're all way too kind. Thank you. Yeah, Q.
I'm a little worried about the possibility that the monster may not be so nice and loving and really want to suck out our soul. So I think we should maybe not let them know exactly where we are approaching from and whatnot. So I'm going to pray to misdirection to, just make everything go away or make us a little less circumspect. And by that, I mean make lots of noise everywhere so that it matches all our noise coming so that we can pass without any kind of trace. So now we ain't quiet, but everything is really loud all throughout the forest. So if anything is looking for us, they ain't got no never mind.
Beautiful. Excellent. Sasha, is there anything you're doing as you make your way through?
Yeah, I think Sasha's just like keeping to herself that they're like communicating as it's just walking. New to the group, she doesn't cause like too big of a commotion or like start meddling even more. She doesn't lose trust with everyone and just continue on walking with everyone at this time.
One last thing.
Yeah.
When I'm finished relaying this information to Sepha, from that deck that I pulled a card from, I was given the augury spell as a one-time cast.
Yes,
and I'm gonna hold that medallion that I was given by Taryn, and I want to cast augury on it and see if the result of my placing this in the pagoda is a good or bad thing to do.
As you touch this and cast augury, I kind of want to know your intentions, but I don't want anyone else to know your intentions, if that makes sense. So if you're able to really quickly shoot me a message, and as you think, place this in the pagoda and my intentions are this, I want to give you whether that's weal or woe. As you kind of hold on to it, you kind of flick it and you roll it over your fingers, Jack Sparrow style, and start to really hone in on this cool little token. And as you're holding it, it starts to feel warm in your hands. As it warms in your hands, you look down at it, and it's almost like the Game of Thrones title. There starts to be creases of light that start to form in it. There's only so much vamping I can do. As the creases of light continue to shine, there we go.
Bang.
I just have to say, I love sneaky messages between players and DMs. It's one of my favorite things.
With that intention in mind, Lysander, you see that the wooden kind of token with the golden kind of radiant light coursing on it starts to form this beautiful like yin yang shape there. And the yin yang shape kind of spins for a bit, and then the yin yang kind of curves into just 2 thumbs up.
I just start to grin from ear to ear while I walk leisurely through this forest.
Excellent.
Something funny there, Lysander?
I really like nature.
Yeah.
I love nature too.
Yeah, the woods here are wonderful.
Insight check.
I was like, I can turn into a bear.
Good
I love
luck.
nature.
I got a 22.
Can I insight check as well?
Absolutely, if you wish to. Yeah.
I have a 0 to it, so I would need a nat 20. I feel like I got a 17.
I got a 21.
Okay, so
22, baby.
So Diana, there is definitely something as he looked down at that token that clicked that then made him grin. He is undoubtedly hiding something, but you're not able to read his mind. He is definitely hiding something, though. You've got confirmation finally.
Diana goes, "Oh, you love nature? Name 5 trees."
See, I'm not a book person. I just like the visual impact that green has on my soul.
Oh.
Wow, that was powerful.
And Elle would have more tact, but Diana doesn't. What's in your hand?
I just like have this little medallion. I'll be like, this thing? Oh, I found it
what's
on the
that?
ground and it's absolutely fabulous. So it's mine now.
Inside check.
There we go. One more insight check.
24.
Oh boy.
20.
Oh boy, yeah. Definitely didn't come from the ground. Definitely lying there.
Is fabulous though. That's not.
It is fabulous. Yeah, that's not a lie at all.
Bullshit, my guy. You did not find that here. Where'd you get that?
Well, not here, obviously.
Or the ground. Semantics.
Fair. I do love semantics.
Yeah.
I want to look at Zhang and see if he's paying attention to us during this conversation. I would assume so, because Diana is loud.
Yeah, Diana's living large and in charge. Definitely got his attention. As you got his attention, you can see him just slowly reaching for a teacup and the tea kettle at the same time. And he just kind of pours it. And as he pours it, he hooks it back on his belt and just hands it to Diana and says, "Here, this might calm you down a little bit."
I don't need your drugs. I'm just
Well,
just
me.
enthusiastic about things
have
that I
the drugs.
notice sometimes.
Okay, not a problem.
I don't know. The tea might cool your nerves there, Diana.
I'm not nervous, my guy.
Fair. Doesn't seem like you are. I'm just saying things that sound nice.
You thought that sounded nice?
Yeah, in
Okay.
a very calming voice. You see, calming.
As you trek on with Diana, kind of needling Lysander, up ahead, the river splits into a couple of estuaries that kind of loop around this one section of heavily forested land. And you can see over the small kind of river that splits, you can see just beyond through the tree line, that glowing light, quite large, just beyond here. And you can all make out just beyond the trees what look to be 4 enormous monolith-like stones in a Stonehenge-like formation. And in the center, what appears to be a glowing blue light and something incredibly white on the inside there, moving, undulating, twisting.
Ooh, undulations.
Undulations. I'm picking up undulations.
How far away is the clearing with the monoliths and the?
Oh, a couple 100 feet from you. Like, you've got plenty of space between the two. The river ends at about 90 or so feet, and then probably another 100, 110 feet after you get over the river. It's not hidden by any means when you're this far into the forest.
I'm just gonna pipe up and say, so Zhang, I am not entirely sure why we're here. Mind picking me up to speed?
Oh, yeah. The person I love turned into a giant, scary white monster.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And I may have been a little bit of a wimp about it and may have left them out here suffering when I should have just ran and confronted them. And regardless of what form they are, they're still the person I love.
No
Alright.
negative self-talk.
I'm just gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say, I've been there.
Yeah, you've had your love turn into a monster and run away, and you've spent a year ruining the fact that you didn't go after them, and then you had a group of strangers show up and say to you, "Hey, you should be brewing tea again. Go get your girl."
That's rough, buddy.
Do we got any more of that Pinot Noir?
Yeah, always. Don't you worry. I always keep it here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, everybody.
Actually, I don't want drugs, but I love a wine. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I think we all need
I
it.
mean, it's the caffeine. It's just caffeine in the tea. It's not actual, but that's okay.
I was talking metaphorically, but you know.
Oh, another metaphor, guys.
Oh, metaphor. We just
Does
have
everybody know what metaphor is but me? Dang.
Well, you do know now. We explained it.
Maybe a little bit. Good. So should we go find out what in behind the curtain number 1?
This
Yes.
gonna be dangerous.
Most likely.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a white monster, so I'm gonna say yes.
Lysander scared?
Lysander's just gonna pull his backpack off and open it up, reach in, just pull out a hand crossbow, 2 daggers. He's just gonna probably put them in his wrists there and be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm ready then.
As you suit up like that, Zhizhang kind of puts out a hand and says, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not going to hurt her, are we?
Y'all said it was dangerous.
No. We're not going to hurt her, but we're prepared to be hurt by something, just in case, you know?
I'm never prepared to be hurt.
The truth is hurtful sometimes.
It can be.
I agree. Okay.
Okay,
You
and
step-
Sepha starts walking towards the glowing light.
You step over the river. As you step over the river, you step through the thick tree line. As you step through the thick tree line, these beautiful white monolith stones, the light shining from within what looks to be some sort of tendrils of arcana that surround this enormous white snake that is curling around in the center of this mass. As you step up, are you stepping up silently? Would you like to make a group stealth check or announcing your
Has
presence?
it been more than an hour? Do we still have
It has not been
cacophony?
more than an hour.
Yeah, there is still a cacophony that will drown out all of our sounds. So plus 10 to the stealth check.
Definitely yes, stealth from Lysander.
Yeah, let's make stealth checks. Shout them out.
I
Add
need
10
that
to them
plus
manually.
10 with my...
And Diana, I'm going to talk to Misdirection and give you advantage on your.
Thank you. Clank, clank, clank.
Like
I got a 28.
That's what
28,
Trace
beautiful.
still does.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Plus
Yeah.
10? Cool. So that's 31.
Ooh, that's
Beautiful.
34 for me.
26.
Oh. So, wait, would the advantage cancel out my disadvantage?
Correct. So just one
Yeah.
flat roll
Cool.
for you plus 10.
That is 21.
Beautiful.
Woo!
Great job, Zhizhang. Zhizhang's going to roll with disadvantage because he's just staring up at this thing. You can see him starting to shake a little bit. You don't know if it's nerves or what it is. Still a 17 for him. So this creature continues to undulate. Its beautiful eyes closed, like it's just vibing. Hits the barrier and turns. Hits the barrier and turns. And you guys step in to the exterior. There is a light arcane crackle and the smell of burnt ozone that you can consistently and constantly smell as you step on up. And Lysander, you do notice that each of these monoliths that seem to be spaced out, there's about 60 feet between each one. You can see that each of them have a little spot for the talisman to be pressed into.
Right. Just once again put a hand on our buddy there and say, looking nervous there, bud. Maybe drink some tea. You got this?
Yeah, I got this. Pours himself a tea.
Before, are we within the 30 feet of the slithering, snaky, sure to be really nice to us creature?
No, so you're on the outside of these 6 stones. I don't know about a map. You're on the outside of these 4 stones, and between each stone, there's kind of like a 60-foot gap. So at best, you would probably be, you'd be close to, I guess, close to 30, depending on
If we are, I'm gonna drop the passing and the tracing and talk to my buddy in my ear and detect thoughts and see if I can get any thoughts that creature may be having.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That's a 7.
7. Beautiful. You don't detect the thoughts of 2 creatures that have snuck up on you, but what you do detect as you reach in towards this snake, you get a flash of everything that you saw that Margie saw. Something swimming in the river, getting fished out, about to be slaughtered, in this beautiful silver-haired man that you know to be Zhizhang now. Stopping them, freeing the creature. Falling in love with this man, transforming and forming a relationship. Showing him the ways of the tea, the ways of healing. And just subtly slipping him some sort of silvery droppered substance that seems to prolong his life. As an eternal being, one of the worst things is that you outlive everyone. The tutorage of Little Green copying your T's, but missing that one little boop, boop element there. Brother Terran terrorizing you, nitpicking you, demanding to know how you do it, threatening you, and then coming to your home with a big false grin and serving you some sort of acrid tea that forces you to transform. The look on Ji Zhang's face when he sees you transform, this betrayal, this fear, and fleeing and hearing Brother Terran telling you never to come back. Making your way into the forest and spending a bit of time here free, trying to figure out how to get your way back. And then all of a sudden, 4 stone barriers are kind of grabbing you and lifting you. And through the bright flashing light, you see the outline of 2 individuals there. Just their shadows. One of them definitely has 2 heads. And as you see this cue, the rest of you would be aware of 2 people standing behind you. And the only 2 people we have left, you see Brother Terran and Little Green standing there. Little Green beside Brother Terran, a look of fear on her face, but a resolute kind of, this is what's happening. And Brother Terran stands there and says, "Right, looks like you've commandeered a few folk to help with your little mission there, laddie. So go on, show us you can do it." And I will send you the nat 20 and the 19 that I rolled on their stealth rolls.
Obviously, I don't notice that they're behind us, so I just turn to Ji Zhang and sorry, I'm so sorry. That is the real Lady White in the cage, but I do think she do love you.
She's beautiful. And he stands there. Brother Terran puts a hand on Ji Zhang's shoulder and says, "She's a monster, and she'll destroy your soul if you let her out."
You're the fucking monster. Can I sneak attack him?
Language. And as you go to sneak attack him, we are going to go ahead and roll initiative, but I will let you get an attack off with advantage. So let's get our initiative down first, and then we'll start from scratch. We've got Ji Zhang, we've got Lil Green, we've got Lady White, we've got B2. Oh boy. Okay. Give me 20 seconds. That is a 12. That is a 7. And a nat 1. Okay. Excellent. So, 25 to 20?
24.
23.
24 and 23. Beautiful. So it's going to be Q, followed by Lysander. 20 to 15?
18.
16.
18 and 16. Okay. I need to make more space. We've got Sepha and we've got Sasha there. Excellent. And what'd you get there, Diana?
14.
Beautiful.
I would like to volunteer to switch my place in the initiative order with Diana.
I was going to do that.
Okay. So, at the very, very top of the round here, Sepha, can you go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage as you swipe in at old mate? Oh, you're muted, by the way. You're muted, Sepha.
Oh, sorry. 21.
21 to hit. 21 will hit him, yeah. As you shank him. Where's my HP? There.
Sneak attack damage was only 8.
8. So regular damage and sneak attack damage.
Because I don't play with D&D Beyond very often. I just hit the sneak attack damage. I don't hit the dagger damage, do I?
Yeah. You give me your dagger damage, and then you give me your sneak attack on top of that.
Oh, it's 8 plus 6, 14.
Excellent. 14 points of damage. As you shank him, you hit him just where the shell meets the as you shank him, we kick off in the order, beginning with Q. What would you like to do at the very top?
No, I switched with Diana.
Well, Diana has to accept.
Oh,
they have to be willing.
She would accept because she's one impulsive.
Oh, I wasn't aware they added that.
Yeah, the alert feature now. We get to
alert.
roll
That's
bonus,
right, yeah.
but we can swap with a willing creature in the initiative.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's so
beautiful.
willing.
Okay, yeah. So Diana, and we put Q down there. Beautiful. Diana, what would you like to do?
Cool. She's going to cast Swing My Crystal Longsword at him.
I love that
roll
spell.
So that is a dirty 20. I'll roll the damage on that. It's a cool. And then because I also don't play with D&D Beyond a lot, it says I can either do a D8 plus 4 or a D10 plus 4. I don't know why that is. Oh,
Depends if
slashing
you're holding it
and
with 2 hands or 1 hand. Hop or hop.
what about 2 hands?
It depends whether you're holding it with 2 hands or 1 hand.
2 hands.
Beautiful. So that's going to be a D10.
Big damage.
You would have to unequip your shield though.
Oh, okay,
unfortunately, so
never
your
mind.
AC
That'll be
will go
1
down.
hand, right?
Okay,
I won't
beautiful,
put the
yeah.
shield on. So a
No
D8
stress.
plus 4.
Go for it.
That's gonna be 6 points of damage, and because that didn't feel like it did enough, he's gonna use a bonus action to do it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go for it.
All right, rolling to attack. Oh dang, that's a 16.
A 16 does not hit him. Bounces off his armor there as you do your War Priest bonus. Bounces off him there. He snarls. The scarred lip looks at you and says, "What the fuck are you all doing? You're not gonna let her go, are you?" Anything else you want to do, Diana?
She's just gonna say, "No, I think we are."
That's gonna bring us down to Lysander. What would you like to do?
I am going to once again put a hand on Zhizhang's shoulder, and I'm just gonna say, "What are you gonna do, bud?" And I'm gonna swap my initiative order with him, if he's willing.
Ooh, okay. He looks at you, looks at the talisman in your hand, and says, "Can I?"
By all means, and I'll put it in his hand.
Beautiful. You're now at initiative count 7. And he is back up top there with the alert feat. Beautiful. So Zhizhang is going to, despite all this happening, is going to run to the first pillar and just slap the talisman in there. As he slaps the talisman in there, that radiant energy courses through that entire pillar, and there's a deafening crack as it breaks, and one of those tethers disappears. And that is his turn. Bringing us down to Sepha. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take a quick glance at Diana and say, "Your armor looks fucking amazing," and give her bardic inspiration.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna turn back to Taryn and be like, "You don't believe in love!" and stab him again.
Go for it. Give me an attack roll there.
Oh, that's a 9.
Oh boy, yeah. As you swipe out at him, your blade misses. It hits his shell there. It jars your hand a little bit, and he leans down and snarls and he says, "I know more about love than you ever will." And his focus is on you right now. Anything else you want to do?
Creepy. I can't use a reaction, can I? Because I bonus actioned and attacked.
You still have your bonus action? No, yeah, you did your bardic inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will leave cutting words for another moment then.
Okay, beautiful. That is going to bring us down to you, Sasha, before we can even get to any of these guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to do?
Can you paint the picture so I understand where everyone's
Yeah.
at? this turn?
Four pillars of stone with the snake in the middle. You guys are off to the side here, skirmishing as Zhejiang runs like 30 or so feet to the stone, or 20 or so feet to one of the stones, and then is making his way from each one. But this skirmish is happening just like 20 or so feet from the edge of this arcane barrier.
Cool. I would like to create a fog cloud around him so he would not see.
Around Zhejiang or around the bad guy, Brother Terran?
Rather, Brother Terran.
Beautiful. What does your fog cloud look like as you cast it?
Yeah, like she has like a flannel shirt on and stuff, so the fog just like starts to pour out of her sleeves.
Excellent.
It starts to surround.
Excellent. As fog disappears out and engulfs you as well, Sepha, we're going to go ahead and go to a break.
Woo.
Woo.
Alrighty. I believe we are in. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, here for charity for Palestine Children's Relief Fund, supporting and working to provide food, medicine, and clean water to the people in Gaza throughout this ongoing crisis. So do what you can. Help us, help them, give if you can. And by supporting them, you support a lot of people in need. So thank you very much. We come back to this moment mid-combat as Sasha fog cloud envelops Brother Terran and Sepha. As it envelops Brother Terran and Sepha, you hear him curse through the fog cloud. Is there anything else you want to do, Sasha?
No, I'm just gonna concentrate on that for right now.
Beautiful, excellent. That is going to bring us down to him. He is going to snarl, and as he snarls, yeah, I guess he's going to have to do it locally. As he snarls, he is going to reach out. And as he reaches out in this darkness, you would all see the fog kind of shift a little bit. And as the fog shifts a little bit, you, Sepha, would feel what seems to be pillars of plant that kind of pop out around you. Two of them. As he pops those pillars of plant out, they're both going to strike at you. It's a nat 20 at disadvantage, a nat 20 and a 14. So that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit you for the first one, Sepha. And the second one at disadvantage is is a 10 to hit you. So just the one.
The 10 misses.
As one of these vines hit you, you are going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. And as you are grappled, you're also restrained, and that vine digs into you. You feel little pinprick, sharp kind of slashes start to dig in, and you feel some sort of poison getting pumped into you.
Can I uncanny dodge that and half the damage?
You can half the damage, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
to 5, I'm assuming?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So that's my temp HP. Yeah, baby.
Beautiful. Very nice. Brother Terran is then going to take a couple of steps back. As he takes a couple of steps back, you do get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage if you wish, Sepha. But he is going to step out the way there until he gets out of the fog cloud, but behind it.
I can't cutting words opportunity attack instead, can I?
No, and you used your reaction to uncanny dodge, so you can't take an opportunity.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so he backs out, and as he backs out, the rest of you would just see the fog cloud between you and he, and you just hear him say, "Little Green, sort this out." Okay. And that is going to bring us down to Q before Little Green.
And the plants and all that are behind, inside the fog cloud, so I don't see.
Inside the fog cloud, you just see like cloud moving. You can't quite figure out what it is.
Fantastic. That okay. I'm just going to think hard about misdirection, and I'm going to uncant. Ain't nothing so pure as a voodoo priestess that been scorned, and I'm going to cast Aura of Purity. So 30 feet emanating from me. There is resistance to poison and advantage on saving throws against blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned condition. So within 30 feet of me, just ask, I'll remind you of all that stuff. So that's what I got, and I'm just going to try and stay in the center of everybody so they can benefit from that in case any of those things come up.
Excellent. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is going to bring us down to Little Green. Little Green, you guys don't see this, but she starts to kind of trace her fingers in the air. And as she traces her fingers in the air, she is going to raise her hand up. And as she does, there is a coursing stream of fire that just kind of goes, that seems to burst out from the ground, moving through the fog cloud into where she saw you all previously, which I think will get all of you. None of you have moved since then. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody, please. Yours will be with advantage, Sepha.
17.
17, beautiful. You're going to take half damage. Excellent, half damage.
19.
19, excellent, half damage.
No damage for me.
Beautiful.
I love being rogue.
What'd everyone else get?
I got a nat 1.
Beautiful, full damage.
gonna take a picture of mine, but not 20.
Nice. Beautiful. That is going to be 5, 10. Oh, boy. So 17 points of fire damage to you, Sepha, halved to 8 for everyone else. And for those of you that don't take any, El Zelcho, as fire courses through and Little Green runs around the outside of the fog cloud, and you just catch a glimpse of her. As she runs around the outside, she's kind of got her hands up in like both a defensive and an attacking sort of way, like she's not quite sure what to do. She glances up at the snake, back at you guys, looks back at Brother Terran. That is going to bring us down to Lysander. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at everybody doing all their things, see Little Green peek out over there, not seeing Terran. I'm just going to move myself behind the fog cloud towards the pillars and our buddy there, to get like kind of where I can position myself so that Terran and Green cannot see me, and I'm going to attempt to hide.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
So that's still with pass without a trace?
9.
No longer
Okay.
concentrating.
So it's just a 31 then, not 20.
Okay, beautiful. Excellent. You duck kind of between where the pillar and the light is, and as you duck there, you're holding an action or anything?
I'm just gonna say, can we talk about this?
As you say, can't we talk about this? You hear Brother Terran say, his other head say, "You bloody struck first!"
Not me. I had no idea they were gonna do that. Also, why are we fighting? Don't understand.
Okay, beautiful. Excellent. That is going to bring us to the snake in the center. The snake in the center, well attuned to the fact that you guys are here now, and starts to roll more powerfully, and that flexing arcane hold starts to stretch and build. No noise coming from her, but the arcane kind of netting seems to be reacting to her movements, which is going to bring us back around top to Diana. You would know the direction of him, absolutely. And if you dart, 20-foot radius? So if you dart 20 or so feet, you will clear the fog cloud and he will be standing there. Yeah.
Space around me. So that's going to be a bunch of spectral little floating pink angelic lights around me. They are going to I'm designating my homies unaffected by it, so if they go next to me, that's cool. But when anyone in the emanation needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and then on a failed save they take damage, on a successful one they take half. And I believe that the spirit guardians, the people in it are slowed. I think so.
It's difficult terrain for them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast it at the. Hold on. Sorry. Hold for me looking at my spell sheets. I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Beautiful. These spirits whip out from you. He rolled a 24 for his check there.
So he has made the save, but I'll do the half damage.
Okay, excellent.
So that's going to be the 48, and I will 6, 4, 8, 5. So I got to do math.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 11.5 or 11 damage, and then because I'm here, I'm going to cast slashing with my sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have the best spells.
Yeah, clerics rule. However, I rolled a 4 on my die, so that's definitely not hitting him.
You've got a bardic inspiration.
You do have a bardic inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
D6.
That's Advantage?
Just D6 added.
Oh,
Just an
D6.
extra
Add the
D6.
D6.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you can do
yeah.
it
Hold on.
helpful, you can use it now anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it anyway. So that'll be a D6, and then I'll actually add my attack roll, which is not terrible. I just assumed that the 4 on the die was a no from that, but okay.
6.
So that's a 1 on the die plus 7 is 12.
Okay. No luck there
Wow.
as you swipe on in, as your spirit guardians flitter around you. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nah, I'm just gonna menacingly kind of go like that for the turn.
Just big scary
Excellent.
vibe.
Yeah.
Even my
Brings
bardic
us.
inspiration dice are cursed.
Yeah. Even when other people roll them. Ji Zhang continues to run around, movement and action 60 feet to get round to another side there. As he runs, he says, "Don't worry, baby, I'm coming for you." And slaps the talisman into that one, and that tether starts to detach as well. As that tether detaches, the creature kind of moves, and for a split second, those watching, there might be a little bit of worry. This is a very angry, giant, white, snake-like creature that is writhing around in fury. But Ji Zhang seems determined to let it go.
Quite
in
literally
his-
all I'm looking at.
Yeah. Beautiful. That is going to bring us down to Sepha with Sasha on deck.
Okay, so I'm entangled, is that correct?
You are restrained right now by these things. Oh, and to that point, at the start of your turn, this is going to be halved because of
Or
Hugh's
purity.
beautiful. Well, I just lost a dice. Oh boy. 6, 12, 18, 19 points of poison damage, halved to 9. So 9 points of poison damage there as these things dig into you. They hurt.
Oh no! Do I perchance get a dex saving throw at the end of my turn to get out? Or the beginning of my turn?
You get as I pick up my dice with my feet like a heathen, you need to use an action to try to escape.
We've all been
Wow. Well, I'm definitely going to use an action to try to escape. Holy crapazoid. Is that a dex saving throw again?
That's an athletics check to get out.
Oh, it's an athletics check. That's fine.
Don't worry, if you can't get out, I got something for you.
Ooh, that's a 10.
10, no luck. You are trapped in there, and no one can see that you're trapped in there or knows that you're trapped in there. Unfortunately, thanks.
Can I yell out, "I'm trapped"?
There you go.
I'm
Oh my
trapped!
god! Oh my gosh, you're trapped by what?
Things that are very quickly killing me. I am not feeling well, gang.
Been there.
Just looking up at the snake. Great.
Oh.
Bonus action, you got your
Okay,
movement.
I'm
You don't have your
done.
movement, you're restrained.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I yell out to Sasha. Oh, maybe this can't work. I yell out to Sasha. Your abilities with potion making are super impressive and cool. Can I give them a bardic inspiration?
Let me double check that. I mean, I assume body can be heard, right?
I think
Another
I
creature
might
that can
have to-
see or hear you. Yeah.
Oh, see, you're here. Awesome. D6.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
That's my
Excellent.
turn.
That will bring us down to you.
Cool.
Sasha.
So I'm gonna. What Sasha here is like, oh, you're in danger. Drops fog cloud right now.
These two Audrey 2 like vines that have Sepha kind of wrapped, these razor sharp edges. Brother Terran there with Diana in front of him, Lil Green just off to the side.
Perfect.
There.
I'd like to cast
Would you like to
speaking
do
with
so?
plants and tell them to let go.
Hey! Oh, nice. You cast speaking with plants. What do you say to them?
It's like we are not the villains here. Like you should let my friend go. I am one with nature, unlike Brother Tyrion over there. I always bless nature.
We were just talking about how pretty the nature was too.
Yes, we were.
Do we get
Go ahead
advantage
and
on
roll
that?
No, just the fact that you can talk to them at all is giving you this persuasion check, Sasha.
Cool. Okay. 17 plus 5, 23.
Ooh.
23. You know, she makes a good point. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we could just chill, vibe. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
looks down at you, Sepha. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. And they split apart, and they just start to like.
Thanks. I'm named after a plant. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, is that so? Excellent. Anything else you want to do, Sasha?
Let me look at any. I think I'll just use movements to get closer to Diana to like give any assistance later on or opportunity attacks later and stuff.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, you dart forward to Diana, kind of past Sephiroth, or past the plants. As you pass the plants, they go, all right, all right. That's going to bring us down to Brother Terran. Brother Terran is going to look at these vines, shake his head, bloody useless. He is going to, oh boy, Brother Terran, pull your finger out, man. Do something. He's going to grab you, Diana, and with a blinding kind of flash of claws, he's just going to dig into you. One is a 23 to hit you. Let's roll
That
some
does
different
it.
dice. 23 to hit, a big old miss, and a dirty 20 to hit you.
If her AC is 20, that hits.
Okay, so that will hit. Yeah,
Me too,
yeah.
that's it.
Okay, so that is going to be 16 points of slashing damage as he slashes into you. He's then going to dart to one side, and with odd speed for a turtle, he's going to launch himself forward towards Zhejiang. He runs away out of your attack range. You do get an attack of opportunity if you wish, Diana. And he's running kind of diagonal away from Sepha and Sasha off to where Zhejiang.
In fact, wish. So I would like to kind of with. I'm going to temporarily drop my shield, then grab two hands on my longsword, kind of moulinate around to try to catch him as he leaves my overall area. So I'll roll that.
Give me a swipey swipe. As you
17.
17 is exactly what you need to hit him.
Yay! All right.
He's looking bruised.
And that's gonna be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Nice. Carve into his shell there. Big old gouge in it. Snarls, but continues to run, and he's just making a beeline for Zhejiang now. Excellent. That is going to be his turn. Action, movement, bonus action. Why not? Okay. He's running. As he's running, you see him drop to the ground and pop. No, it's an action. Never mind. He can't do it as a bonus action. I was going to Mario Kart him, but we won't worry about that. I'll say that for another time. That can't even rule of cool myself.
Leave that for Theodore, would you?
Yep. Yeah, that's going to bring us down to Q. What would you like to do?
Oh, yeah. Well, how far away from me is that there Lil Green?
Lil Green from you at this point, she'd be somewhere within 30 feet, somewhere.
Perfect. That's all I wanted to know. I'm just gonna look in that direction and go never trust the senses when voodoo involved and cast blindness.
No. Okay.
Con 17.
Okay, here we go. 12, 13.
Blind.
Eyes go milky white.
Blinded. They are. They can no longer see. So that is taken care of. And you go get them turtle people, Diana. You got this. Not very inspiring like Sepho or anything, but encouraging it anyway.
No, you're great. I got this.
That is going to bring us down to Little Green. Little Green is going to clutch her eyes and say, no, Brother Terran, something's wrong. Useless. She's going to try a cure wounds on herself, I think. Yeah. She tries to cure wounds on herself. It doesn't work for a multitude of reasons. You see her kind of reaching in, grabbing what looks to be some sort of tea leaf, kind of dipping, kind of sucking on it there. Please. And it doesn't seem to work on her. Excellent. All right. That is going to bring us down to Lysander.
So, Zhizhang, 1 pillar, 2 pillar, running to the 3rd pillar. Yes.
Yeah, he's stopped at the 2nd pillar. He hasn't taken off to the 3rd pillar just yet.
And I see Taryn is heading his way. Is he going the way he was going, or the opposite direction?
He is going the same direction as Zhizhang.
Heard. I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
Yeah, excellent. So you're going,
and I'm gonna post up at the 4th pillar in the circuit.
Nice.
And just kind of stay hidden.
Yeah, I'll say that you're. I'll say that you're still hidden. Yeah. Excellent. 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 As you get there, we come down to Lady White as she flexes and bends in the arcane netting there, bringing us back around top to Diana. Cool. Brother Terran ran 30 feet away. You've still got plenty of movement to get to him.
Cool. I would like to pick up the shield that I dropped temporarily and then run at him with my spirit guardians, kind of making like a human Beyblade type moment. Trying to catch him back into that, so I'll have to roll the save again.
That's a fail for him for his save there.
Yay!
That's
So then
15.
it's 3d8. Or, no, 4d8 because of level. I cast it at 1, so that's 5.
Yes.
4, 3, and 7. So that's going to be 19 damage.
Nice.
And then, just for funsies, she's going to take her sword in one hand and thrust it directly at him.
Excellent. He turns on his heel as the Spirit Guardian sees him. He says, "You don't understand what you're doing."
I rolled a 5, but I'm going to use my channel divinity to say, that hits.
Absolutely. How does your divinity let you hit? What does it look like when that happens?
Diana is like, Tempest, my guy. And then Tempest's hand just daps her up and she stabs him anyway.
Excellent. You slice into him. Go ahead and roll your damage. You use Blessed Guided Strike, Blessed Strike, one of the two.
Guided Strike. Yeah, it's Guided Strike. It's gonna be a D8 plus 4. 6.
Okay, 6 points of damage. Nice. He's not looking too good, and he's very pissed off about that. Excellent. That is going to bring us down to Zhizhang. Zhizhang is sprinting to the 3rd one. Movement and action. Slaps the talisman in there. Breathing heavily.
If I see him at the 3rd one, is it circular, so he's kind of just right over there around the thing?
Yeah, he's kind of, if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, he's gone to these 2 and he's here and you're kind of over here. So it's kind of yeah.
I'm just going to yell and start waving my hands. Throw it! I got you!
Ooh. Slap it on. I'm going to go ahead and make a dexterity check here. Okay, that's a 3 on the dice. He throws it and it lands in the grass, dead center between you guys. So 30 feet to that, 30 feet to you.
Good job.
I'm so sorry. I tried.
Watch out.
I got it. What? Oh, fuck. Excellent. That is going to bring... that was Zhizhang. That's going to bring us down to Sepha. What would you like to do? Listen, sorry about that. Yeah, we didn't mean nothing by it. Just doing what we were told.
Totally okay. I'm named after a carnivorous plant. I totally get it. How...
I know him. Sorry, go ahead.
How close am I to anyone else?
You've got Lil Green within 30 feet. You've got Q within 30 feet. You've got Sasha within 30 feet. You've got Diana 40 or 50 feet away with Old Mate.
Sasha, this is a weird question. What size are you? Humanoid. Humanoid. Are you small, medium?
Medium.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm running to Sasha. I'm gonna bonus action hide, and then I'm gonna pop out from behind her and do a sneak attack with my short bow.
Okay, nice. You duck behind Sasha and then come out the side there. Go ahead and give me a quick stealth roll, and then we'll get your attack roll there.
That's a 17 for stealth.
17 stealth, excellent. You duck behind Sasha there. You pop back out and you fire on Brother Terran, who's looking pretty bad. He's pretty occupied with Diana trying to get to Zhejiang. You have advantage.
I have advantage. Excellent. That's an 18.
18 will hit him.
That's 9 plus. Oh, come on. 9 plus 5, 14 damage. 2 ones on the damage dice.
Okay. He is looking real bloodied at this point. As you hit him, he immediately the second head kind of grabs up, snaps that one off, and throws it. Anything else you want to do?
Ooh, Little Green. You don't need to be teamed up with this dude. Team up with us. Do right by your original mentor.
Brother Terran said that she was a soul-sucking monster.
Brother Terran's the soul-sucking monster.
I mean, it's yours against his. Okay.
Never too late, Little Green.
It's kind of all of
persuasion.
our words, right? That dude sucks.
I've known you for a collective of 1 day, so technically that's like 5 days worth of knowing you versus
21
years.
for persuasion.
21. But you're really persuasive, so I think maybe, yeah, fuck Brother Terran.
Yeah, fuck Brother Terran.
Excellent. That's going to bring...
Get him.
So fast and loose. I love it. That's going to bring us down to Sasha.
Yay.
Yeah. So we gotta straight ahead from Sasha's like a bloody Brother Tyrion, right? That's what's going on.
Yeah, bloody Brother Terran. He's like 40 feet away from you.
Cool. Exciting. Me looking really fast. Yeah, I would like to hit him with Guiding Bolt.
Yes.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Every rogue's favorite words.
Ooh, that's something. Does a oh, I'm doing math wrong. Does a 24 hit?
Oh, you
Just-
don't have to be a dick about it.
Just
man.
curious. So, I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure. You never know sometimes.
Question?
What's the damage?
So going to be those 46. 11. Ooh, and he is lit up like Christmas. As you hit him, he starts to glow, and he coughs up a bit of blood, and both voices say, not like this.
Like, it's like not like this. Like it's like I was like, she will hold back for a moment. I was like, you know what? I'll let the rest take care of you, and that'll be the end of her turn.
Excellent. We come down to Brother Terran, who curses, swears, and says, do it myself. He is going to... Oh boy. He is going to... He is going to drop a... He's going to turn to you, Diana, and he's going to say, stop Zhejiang at all costs. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh. Well, I'm sort of good at that, thankfully.
Yeah, you are.
We do love Claire.
Oh, sick. That's going to be a 24.
Excellent. As you do not adhere his message, he kind of looks at you, and he just kind of turns, and he just kind of looks at you, and you just watch as he slowly starts to... One head in, scarred head still in there, tail goes in, one leg, the other leg, and the scarred head's just up there going, "Go on, have a go if you think you're strong enough." As he tries to get into his shell there, that is going to bring us down to Q.
Oh.
He's looking real bad.
Yeah, well, I look at Sasha and I see the brother Terran lit up like that there, Christmas tree. And I just say, well, misdirection. This is for love. Get this where this needs to go. And I just shoot off, close my eyes, shoot off a guiding bolt straight up in the air and trust the goddess to get it where it needs to go, especially with that there advantage and stuff. Does a natural 20 for a total of 29 hit?
Oh, beautiful. Go ahead and give me 8d6.
Yeah.
It's 24 total points of damage.
Take the spotlight for a second, Q, and tell me how you eradicate this guy.
Oh, I don't do literally. My eyes are closed and I just like fire off a bolt in the air. It's all misdirection. I feel her channeling through me and my face gets all painted like a voodoo, like that sort of fashion there. And the bolt just like goes up in the air, spins around, forms like a little heart because we did say it was for love, and then just goes and introduces his heart to all sorts of things.
He is shattered into radiant kind of dust as it hits him. As it hits him, is there anything else you want to do, Q?
I'm just going to move a little closer to stay within my companion's range so they can benefit from this aura of purity.
Excellent. As you move your aura of purity, Little Green, still blinded, says, if you focus on one head at a time, he's a little easier, okay? Which brings us down to Lysander.
I love Little Green.
What would you like to do?
Using my natural ability of running away from things, I am going to run away from this pillar with a bonus action to dash to get my extra speed. And I'm going to just slide along the ground, grab the object, and bolt back to the pillar. And before I slam it in, I'm going to look at Zhizhang. I'm going to look back at all my buddies. I'm going to look up at this thing. Just say, oh, man. And press it in. Really hope this is good.
The last pillar shatters, the arcane tether severed, and an enormous albino snake lands in the center here. It raises up.
We're
opens
friends.
these beautiful pink eyes, looks down at you, hisses, and turns towards Zhizhang. Settles down in its coil there, and we are officially out of combat. As the snake settles in its coil there, Zhizhang kind of holds his hand out and says, he's right. They're friends. They brought me to you. I'm so sorry. The snake's tongue kind of flickers out, turns its head towards you, nods, turns back. Tongue flickers a little bit more, kind of licking at the air around Zhizhang. Hisses, moves its enormous body around him. As it moves its enormous body around him, one lap scoops him up, and as they're moving, he's kind of being rolled towards the tail. It heads around towards the scorched marks where Brother Terran was and starts to lick the air there and kind of settle. As it settles there, Zhizhang's kind of petrified in its tail there. The snake raises its head and says, I can smell him. What is his fate? Q?
Oh, I think he died of a broken heart.
The snake hisses, Little Green, I can see you. Little Green steps forward and says, I mean, I wish I could say the same, but at the moment, I'm just getting big vibes. I'm sorry. And the snake kind of rests near your group and says, you have brought my love to me. I am indebted to you.
Love that.
Really do though.
Okay, you don't have to be weird about it.
Can I cast Remove Curse and see if that does anything?
Very cool.
Cool.
Very
Diana's gonna be
cool.
like, Lady White, it might be okay. As she sees if it does anything.
You cast Remove Curse. As you cast Remove Curse, her scales kind of shift a little bit, like they rattle along her back, and she shrinks back into this beautiful, beautiful, pale woman with bright pink eyes in a kind of a flowing white dress. Her
Cute.
arm, her tail turns to her arm around Zhejiang. As her arm is around Zhejiang, she dips him and kisses him. As she kisses him, the little teapot on his hip goes, lifts him back up again. She turns back to all of you, and she says, I have been gone a long time, and I detect that the tea festival is on. Now, trust me when I say you haven't tried the best tea till you've tried mine and Zhejiang's. Shall we?
Humble brag.
Oh, love is so good. And I do like a little.
She says,
happy dance.
honey, when you're as good as us, it's just a straight up brag.
Can I walk over towards like them all over on that direction?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
on Terran, can I cast loot his body?
Yeah, he's crumpled to the ground, but somehow bits and pieces have laid there. You start to pick through his belongings there. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
You got it.
Then Diana's gonna go to Zhejiang and Lady White, be like, do you want any of his body parts as like a trophy?
I'll just say gross.
No. No. I'm fine, thank you.
Cool. If you wanted to, I could make that happen. But
That just means they're
That's
all yours,
very-
Diana.
You've done enough already. We really don't need 2 Terran heads as a centerpiece for the coffee table there. As good as that would be.
it might be really sick though.
It will look so good on the wall.
Make persuasion checks, guys.
The
Sorry, Q. Yeah.
the most important question, I think, though, is Sasha's sock puppet plant friends. Are they still around after the turtle goes away? Can we
Oh yeah.
can we bring them with us?
Damn.
I mean,
We
yeah, you'll have
repot
to
them?
repot us. Yeah, you're gonna have to repot us, but yeah, we'll come with it. Sure, why not?
Yeah, they can come along.
With your check there, Lysander, you find a scroll of tree stride. Is really the only thing you find. You gather that's how Terran's kind of moving about quite well. This oddly druidic individual. You pot the two plants there. You end up carrying them with you. These big, huge, kind of vine-like plants, and together with Zhejiang and Lady White and Little Green, whose eyesight comes back to her, you guys meander back to the cottage. We cut a little bit later on to you all sitting there having tea. Even the if any of you have ever watched the Harley Quinn animated show, it's essentially like the big potted plant that she has there, but it's these 2 sassy kind of British vine plants that are there essentially kind of sipping out of teacups. And I hand it back to you guys to wrap us up before we say goodbye to our friends here and record our epilogue as you sit here in the tea shop.
I think Sepha is just like really enthralled with the love story here and just like really genuinely loves love. And so she's just kind of like sitting, she's really tiny. So she's like sitting and looking up at them and being like, so tell me how you met. Tell me when you knew this was the one. Just give me all the details.
Lady White's like, well, I was a snake in the water, and then I was fished out by a fisherman, and Zhejiang saved me. I fell in love. It's classic. I transformed myself into a human, that sort of thing. So this technically is my transformed form, so I can still be a giant snake. But thank you for pulling me out of that, Diana. As you're given the details, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just drink it to tea. I want to enjoy some of that, and maybe see if I could share it with the plants if they want the tea, or is that refreshing water, or is it too muddy of the water? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Maybe pour it into our pots. Yeah, pour it into our pots and see how it fares.
So
Pour it in. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff right there. Yeah. Oh, now you're talking.
So yeah, Sasha, tell me about this plantology. I've never done this stuff before, but they seem nice.
Yeah, it was just my family just taught me how to talk to plants and stuff. Normally, I used to have to just hug them to do it, but yeah, but I learned to adapt to just talk and hopefully they just talk back kind of thing. But they're really nice.
Oh, you're really nice. Yeah, you're lovely, to be honest.
Stop.
No, you stop. No, you stop. Diana, anything in particular you're doing?
I'm not sure if she can technically understand the plants, but I feel like she and the plants are friends now.
Yeah. There's that. They brush up against you, and that sharpened part kind of scratches against your armor. Like they know you of all people. Like they can get close to and kind of lean on because they're not going to slice you.
Yeah, they're like broing the fuck out, even if she can't quite understand what they're saying. She's just like, these are some guys, and they're my friends now.
Lady White stands and says, "I'll put on another cup of tea," and she heads into the kitchen there. As she heads into the kitchen, none of you notice Lysander disappear, and Lady White doesn't notice Lysander appearing in the kitchen until he speaks up.
So, tea, huh?
She looks at you, she grins, a wide grin, her eyes kind of blink sideways, and she says, "You seem interested in more than just tea, dear."
Kinda. I did come for a tea festival. Haven't had very much tea, unfortunately. Things kind of got sidetracked. About that.
She pours you a cup, and she grins, and as she grins, one of her fangs elongates, and just a silver droplet drops into the tea and says, "Tell me what you think about that."
Well, one question. Does this expire?
She says, "Everything expires eventually."
Because I'm not interested in this for me.
Tell me more.
Much like how I heard tales of your love coming into conflict, mine has as well. I need to save my partner. I came here to steal this secret if I could. However, it seems as though saving you and gaining your favor just happened to be the better option. Me and my party are a bunch of no-good ne'er-do-wells. Just happens that way.
I could tell.
But sometimes we have to do good. And for me, the greatest good is my love. So, when will this expire?
That will expire as soon as the tea goes cold. But this... And she reaches in and grabs a tiny little vial and taps it to her fang and seals it, fills it with silver liquid, puts the glass stopper on. This will last until you need it. And beyond. And hands it to you.
Just gonna put a hand on her shoulder. Thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me.
And thank you, viewers. You have no idea how much you mean to us. And that is where we're going to leave our session for today. Thank you very much. I'll hand it back to Chuckles to run you through how you can see a little bit more from this story, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, first off, we want to thank everyone that donated to the cause. We do this for charity. It's a really great cause. We hit our goal. You all are amazing. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you to everyone who joined our Discord and is going to follow our social media, maybe to get some goodies that we're giving away, maybe just because they love us, because we know that y'all care about us greatly. Also want to give a shout out to Violet moderating the Discord and Rook the keys to our castle here to make us look half decent and mostly audible. We can't do this without you. We really appreciate your time and effort on that. And now I want to give a chance for everybody to tell a little bit about yourselves and where we can find you, starting with Chrysander.
So yeah, Lysander will come back out into the room and just hand a teacup to Cepha and say, "Give that a shot."
Cute.
No thinking, immediately drinks it.
I'm Chrysander Mandragora Media on all platforms, predominantly on Instagram. If you want to go and see any of my cool cosplay photography or like me doing stuff like motion capture or like virtual production work in film, I just like to have fun and play games. And sometimes I'm behind the camera and sometimes I'm in front of it, like today.
Fantastic. Elle, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at l.lilac, like the color. That's a really light, nice purple pink. I don't post often, but I'm a cosplayer. I occasionally do some theater, occasionally do some red fairs, and also love D&D and playing storytelling games.
We should do a shoot.
Fantastic. Jacob.
You can find me at Theater of the Mind Flayer. It's another little D&D, very stupid D&D podcast that I run. Or you can find me on socials at mation.jacob.ryan or jacob.ryan.mation. Anyway, you'll find me. I'm out there. And keep your eyes peeled December-ish, I think, for something very fun coming from Hit Points Not Required. So.
Yay. Sasha. Oh, sorry, Taylor.
Taylor, there you go.
Hey, I'm Taylor, aka Spunky Taylor, on all social media platforms. Spunky Taylor, or on Twitch at Spunky Taylor Games. If you love watching me play like horror video games and first-person shooter games, I'll be over there. TikTok, I have all my cosplay videos and stuff. If you love to see the face painting, body painting that I do there, you can check it out there. And I also do social media marketing for clients and stuff, especially in the gaming and TTRPG industry. So yeah, that's me.
Whew. Zoe.
Hi, I'm Zoe. You can find me over there, I think, at Zoe Monroe. I'm a full-time Twitch streamer, and we play a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 and Red Dead, and mostly we just try and make a really welcoming, warm community. And I'm also playing a lot of D&D when I'm given the opportunity. Shout out Hit Points Not Required. Thank you so much.
Yay, and we love having you whenever you are available. I am, of course, Chuckles. That's Chuck with an L-A-Z. You can find me here. You can find me also here when we do our happy hours, where we spend an hour talking about Rook's Lawn usually, and then something D&D related, and enjoy some adult beverages at the same time. I am also a cosplayer. You can find me at a ton of conventions and places, including follow me on Insta as I finish getting my samurai armor ready to go to Japan for Star Wars Celebration Japan next year. I'll be performing a wedding somewhere next year. I'm all over the place. Just follow me on the socials. You'll find me, and we'll do some cool stuff together. In the meantime, hearts go out to anyone that has been affected by the Hurricane Helene. Anybody that is in the path of the new one, Milton, please take care of yourselves. And in general, always remind the people that you care about that you love them. And right after this, we're going to stream again or the part of the end of this, we're going to air again the trailer. So if you missed it in the earlier one, please stay around, watch that, and tune into our Discord later this week, where we will post the epilogue we're about to record about these characters in this adventure that we had. So good night to everybody, and remember, hit points are not required to help out a good cause.
purple worm-like creature just